Global tensions are rising, markets are unstable, and currencies keep losing value. While governments print more money, smart investors are moving into physical gold and silver. Assets that have protected wealth for centuries. That's why more people are turning to Charlie's Gold to secure their future before the next financial shakeup hits. Don't leave your wealth exposed. Own something real, own gold and silver. Visit charlies.gold today.
Hi guys, it's Thursday the 13th of August 2026 and as you all know, I'm still in Singapore here. It's very interesting to see the news out here by comparison to the Western news, and it's just recently been shown on television out here that they fired a rocket up into the sky that was supposed to be going to space, and after a very short distance it exploded. About 90 miles away it exploded, and that will be because it hit the firmament. We know this from Elon Musk, who sent seven different rockets up, and the furthest anyone went was 93 miles. So for those people who think that outer space is tens of thousands of miles away, think again. There's a firmament. It tells you that in the Bible. There's a firmament. The firmament is 93 miles away. That's as far as Elon Musk has been able to fire a rocket. The Russians have done the same. Theirs hit about 90 miles away. And now the Chinese have suddenly exploded at about 90 miles away. For those people who zoom in on the explosion, it's just hitting a wall of water. It's very clear in the Bible. It's a firmament. And yet we listen to the lies that have been fed out to us by NASA and Google that the sun and the moon were millions and millions of miles away. Well, for those people who last night were in Ibiza, you saw one of the greatest shows for 26 years of the eclipse, where the moon went in direct line in front of the sun, virtually exactly the same size. Question is what is the difference in size? That I don't know. And how far away are they? I don't know. But if we listen to what they've told us in the past, it doesn't make any sense. And the one thing with the truth is the truth does make sense. So good morning, Drew. How are you?
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. I'm very well, thank you. And over to the USA, there's growing tension between President Trump and the Federal Reserve. Trump has spoken directly with Fed Chair Kevin Walsh as pressure builds over interest rates. Walsh was Trump's own choice for the job, but so far he hasn't delivered the rate cuts the president wanted. The question now is whether the pressure intensifies ahead of September's Fed meeting.
Well, this is all part of the exposure. There are a number of people, and you're starting to see them, that Donald Trump has put forward, because rather than point the finger at them, he puts them in the spotlight, like he did right from the start with Fauci. He put him in the spotlight. Let him point to himself. And the same is happening with the Federal Reserve, which is neither federal nor has a reserve. He's put somebody in charge of it that he's put the spotlight on, because the whole thing is being collapsed. So it doesn't surprise me one little bit that when suddenly you think you're the big dog, you're put into a high position by the main man, and suddenly the spotlight is on you. This is all part of the pantomime. This is all part of the movie. This is all part of the exposure. Because if it's done this way, it's far easier for them to expose themselves. Whereas if Donald Trump pointed the finger, it would look vindictive. So this is how it's being done. These people are being put in the spotlight for a reason, and it's happening. They're being exposed for what they really are. And we're seeing the complete collapse of the US corporation, the Federal Reserve, that all of those are disappearing. They're all going. And it's long overdue. But on the way out, they're putting up a fight. Trump has been very clever as to who he's put in certain places as the old system is being dismantled. Certain people are put there for a reason. You were wondering at the start of this journey why he put so many Zionists in high positions. Why did he do it? Now it starts to make sense. They will expose themselves. They'll hang themselves. He's put them in the spotlight. There's no point in him pointing to them because you wouldn't believe it. So he's put them out there in the spotlight so that they do it to themselves. What an amazing time to be alive, to watch them, these people who've done so much damage to you and me and the economies of the world, are now put in the spotlight and they can't get out. They went in there thinking they were the big dog, but the big spotlight is right on the big dog right now, and it's all being exposed, and it will all come down. Everything is collapsing, and we're starting to see the complete collapse of the whole system around the world. It's happening right in front of us in plain sight. Drew.
Next up, the death toll, sadly, from Colombia's devastating earthquake has risen to 265, with hundreds still missing. Rescue teams are continuing to search collapsed buildings as the government announces an emergency reconstruction fund. Well, Charlie, we've got fires, we've got earthquakes, we've got droughts. I mean, what else could be possibly going on?
Well, if you read your Bible, it says it all there. This is the end times. This is the collapsing of everything. And for those people who don't read their Bible, you'll be living in fear. For those people who do read their Bible and know and understand their Bible and understand what is going on right now, you'll be grateful that we're in the end times. This is the time when good and evil separate, different timelines, different frequencies. And there's plenty of good people out there that will be very glad to see the back end of everything that's bad and evil. We'll see you tomorrow. That was the news on Thursday, the 13th of August, 2026. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
These are the facts, not put out by mainstream media. If you want to know the truth, we put out the